mamma Beam and Famra Enim channel is so. Now, John Dramani Mahama, the interview. Now, interview ni muna to say, somewhere or dear Gumon, Tinson, dear, this is a and says, or catcher, or say, what it is in seminar from Mamu, Kobachere, say, Bawumia, na or catcher NPP for the Ghana for say. Ono John Dramani Mahama were beating on in election is that I know in the year 2016, 2020. Now, Assad now going into 2024, no, Obeshanso beating the beam. Or see of I've beaten him twice. Let's say Dr. Alhad Mahmoud Bawumia and a comment will make you over Mahama say or Baba take power the free NPP in some days was the comment about me making no and interviewing him no about Mahama catch about me or catch no or interviewing him or catch about me. I say your face has never been on the ballot paper. Yeah, say one kasana about one quite when him never ballot paper so excellency the president Nana don't cook for the name was how come say Becca say no about one wash me watch me out to wash me 2 times in 2016 and 2020 and similar candidate on one a now in 2020 said there was share your money strategies or there by the for so any now me sell baby now John Dramani Mahama ne someone kasa dia to biano wakọ na watimi akotie bi nti abusuafo me share baby na nchiremu ankasa no yatimi akọ na yatimi akotie bi aba
for the last election again, there's no way on earth the way Ghana has gone through that anybody will consider giving 4 more to Ghana. But people went to the booth and it came out that there did you want.
That is because Ghanaians have a conception that 4 years is not enough to see where government is taking things. And so even though we're raising the red flag and saying that, look, they are mismanaging the economy, there's going to be a crisis ahead and all that, Ghanaians were willing to give them the benefit of the doubt. And that's how come they say, okay, let's give him another 4 years and let's see, he probably will do better. But our worst fears have been realized with what has just happened. Because by 2020, they knew the economy was in crisis. The economy was in crisis before 2020.
I'll get back to that, but let me ask this question here in terms of Ghanaians have been saying, and you actually implied it when you said that we have the mentality that each party is entitled to 8 years. Okay? So, in a way, it even affected you because even though it was your second term, it was the 8 years of NDC. Yeah. So they wouldn't. What would happen if MPP in fact breaks the 8? How would you react?
Well, there'll be a breaking of the 8. But there will be a breaking of 8 years of corruption, 8 years of arrogance, 8 years of impunity. That's what's going to break 8. So there'll be a breaking of the 8. And yes, are going to break that 8.
You're very, very sure.
Oh, there'll be a breaking of the 8.
Yeah.
But the breaking of the 8 is going to be the breaking of the maladministration that Ghanaians have been through these last 8 years. It's going to break. There's going to be a new dawn.
What's your confidence level?
I'm highly confident. Since I ran for the primaries, it gave me the opportunity to go around the country. And it has put me in the position to get to know the challenges that Ghanaians are handling. Speaking to farmers, to taxi drivers, to market women, to everybody. I mean, they are at the stage where a last straw will just break their backs.
Mm-hmm. You did a similar tour though, 2020. Yeah, 2020. Listening tour, I think that's what it was called.
Yeah,
and you went around.
It was called a speak out.
Yeah, speak out.
It was called a speak out.
Okay.
That was to do with our manifesto. We wanted to incorporate the thinking of the people in our manifesto. And so we said, look, we're going to write our manifesto in a different way. We're not just going to get a few technocrats to sit and write our manifesto. We're going to go around and listen to the people. So we went to all the regions and listened to all the people. And Ghana varies in many ways. You go to some region and it's more about agriculture. You go to another region, the issues are about mining and galamsey and things. You go to another place and it's about markets and commerce and things like that. If you go to Techima, it's the biggest market in Ghana. It's about markets and trading and commerce and all that. You go to another place, and the challenges are about roads. Western region and Western North. Roads are their main thing, you know. And so we said, look, let's go listen to everybody. We listened to Guta, we met with Abosokai, spare parts dealers, we met with Ghana Bar Association, everybody. And then we crystallized all that into the People's Manifesto. And that is the manifesto we ran on in 2020. So that tour was called the Speak Out Tour, but it was meant to input into our manifesto. But this was to do with the primaries, and this was meeting mainly our party people. But in many places, the townspeople will not allow only our party people to attend. They force their ways into the venue and say they are all involved in this matter. You can't call just your 9-member executive and come and talk to them. We also want to be part of this. We want to be heard. And so in many places, the townspeople turn it into a rally. And you interact with them and you hear their concerns. Cocoa farmers are concerned about the cocoa industry, the poor producer price. And so if you notice, I called on government to increase the producer price because our policy is that you must pay the farmer 70% of the international market price. Right now, they're paying them far less than even 50% of the international market price. You know, so issues like that, you know, have come up.
I like the point you raised. I want to go back to it again. Entitlement. You know, that Ghanaians are saying that parties now believe that each party is entitled to 8 years. Okay, whether they perform well or not, they have not finished their 8 years. With this mentality, do you believe that Ghanaians have the mentality of entitlement?
Well, it's not about entitlement. It is that when a president is elected, Ghanaians believe that a 4-year period is not enough. So they are willing to wait and see another 4 years and see what the person can do. The peculiarity is just that Professor Mills died. And then I took over as president. You know, otherwise, Professor Mills would have done that second term.
Yeah.
I ran in 2012 because Professor Mills died. He should have run in 2012. And then if I would have run, I would have run in 2016. That's at the end of his term. So I don't think there is a sense of entitlement. That's that Ghanaians are willing to give a party an opportunity, you know, beyond the 4 years. And normally, after they have given the opportunity beyond the 4 years, they begin to believe that, no, we want a change. We want to see something else, you know. And so that's what it's been. But it can be a sense of entitlement,
Okay. But the discussion of late has been each party is that they are taking turns. NDC, MPP, NDC, you know. So at the end of the day, what they are saying is that all of them are the same. How do you react to all of them are the same thing, which seems to be creeping into the language?
It's MPP propaganda. It's a propaganda of the MPP. They are in their mess, and they want to draw everybody else into the same mess. You've messed the country up. Not all politicians are the same, but they're happy to push that mantra and make it look like, oh, whether NDC comes or MPP comes, you're better off staying with us because if NDC comes, it will be the same. That is the psychology of the propaganda they are doing. It's not the same. Our party has a track record. We have given more Ghanaians electricity than any party in the history of this country. Rawlings started the National Electrification Program and the Rural Electrification Program, which has brought Ghana to above 80% electricity coverage among the top 10 in Africa. We started the digital revolution in this country. I was Minister of Communications when we divided post and telecommunications and created Ghana Telecom and allowed space phone and all the mobile operators to come in. We started laying optic fiber in this country, did the Eastern Corridor optic fiber. And so that whole digital revolution started in our time. We've given more Ghanaians water than any party in the history of this country. When Prof came into office, water coverage was 55%. By the time I left office, water coverage was 72%. 72% of Ghanaians had access to good drinking water. We have built all the public universities in this country. MPP hasn't built one public university. They're just good at renaming them with their, party figures. And so if somebody builds a university, you come and name it Dumbo University, Tedam University, all your people. You know, if you look at basic education, and secondary education. We built more secondary schools in this country than any other political party. We built more basic education facilities than any other party. We gave children textbooks for 5 years. MPP cannot give basic school children textbooks. But just tell Vice President Bawumia, his face has never ever been. So just tell Vice President Bawumia, his face has never ever been
on the books,
on a presidential ballot paper, and so he should just erase that. He knows how to beat me. He's never run against me.
Okay.
The same thing when I was in office. I mean, he just kept waxing about, giving lectures about how he was going to handle the economy, how we were incompetent and all that. And I said, look, you've never been in office. You and your presidential candidate, you don't know what it takes to be in office. And they have learnt it. Today, look at them taking their own, how do you say opponent? Well, one of the presidential flag bearers said strategies, excuse me, no strategist takes the CD from 4 CDs to 12 CDs. He should be answering those questions. And it's a primaries with MPP. So you should concentrate on telling MPP and the country what he can do. I don't know why I'm a boogeyman for him, you know.
And for John Dramani Mahama, and a statement, and a comment, and a reaction to Bawumia Semo concerning the fact or no Bawumia beat John Dramani Mahama two times. And yet twice in elections 2016 and 2020. Now, but sounds so beat the baby is Mahama's reaction to Bawumia. Now, I'm saying now see again what do you have to say about John Dramani Mahama in a reaction to Bawumia and some other kind? Mamu didn't tell comment session so yeah share the most update for Bawumia to ya pono so no ya better na see the munchire mo atimi ade asomo.